What's up guys, my name's Max, this is 999 Laser, and in today's video we're cranking things up to 11. We're here at Elvington Airfield for the Straight Liners Speed Weekend and the Wheelie World Championship. As you can see, there's no dirt in sight, so what business do I have being here? Well, if you've been watching our 700cc build series, you'll recognise that this guy, Chris Thorpe, a mad hat bike builder. And if you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you might also recognise this guy, Damo Hirst, the pilot of the world's craziest dirt bikes. Both of these guys will be gearing up this weekend and hitting this here airstrip, trying to go as fast as they possibly dare on the back wheel. They'll be taking us on this crazy ride and introducing us to the wild world of straight liners. It's gonna be fast, it's gonna be fun, and maybe, just maybe, Damo might well walk away as the wheelie king. Get ready to dive into the crazy world of straight lining. Coming up, we're going to meet the brains behind the event's bonkers contraptions, and we are going to find out if Damo has what it takes to become the Wheelie World Champ. Watch until the end to find out how fast he can go. This video has been sponsored by the awesome guys at Earpiece. They've just sent us the new Moto Pro earplugs to try out this weekend, because as you might be able to guess, it's gonna be a loud one. Our man Chris is gonna be wearing them on track, and I'll be wearing them on the sidelines as well to protect my hearing. These earplugs have been made specifically with motorsports in mind, and they provide great protection whilst also allowing you to still hear and feel the engine just like you normally would. A big thanks goes to Earpiece for supporting the channel and helping us come to the races like this one. If you want to check them out, or if you want to pick up a pair for yourself, there's a link in the description down below.
We're at this year's Wheelie and Speed Weekend at Elvington, near York, and we're just bombarded with a bit of bad weather at the moment, aren't we? So hopefully this weather's going to pick up and dry up. We've got a few people going to go there on track in a bit and test it. We'll sit back and see all the guinea pigs think to it. So we're here with Damo, who was last year's winner, Damien Hirst, and we're with my bike today. First time running right on the track. Both got Hyabusa turbos, both doing over 400 horsepower, and let's give it a go and see what happens.
The wet weather at the start of the weekend gave me the opportunity to walk the pits and meet some of the unique characters and contraptions that straight liners attracts.
So it's mower Hyabusa, it's trying to break the Guinness World Record for the fastest lawnmower, which is 133 at the kilometre, and we're should do it. Hopefully we're 135 at the half mile last time out, so hopefully we're there. So it has to have the profile of the mower, you have to have the riding position of the sit-on lawnmower, and it has to be able to cut grass. They're the main criteria. It does all of those, so it's been pre-approved by Guinness, so hopefully today will be the record.
So the main question is, how long does it take you to cut grass?
Quick. Doesn't go through the gate.
Here we've got the barrow of speed. I've got 2 Guinness World Records, which I've done with straight liners. Actually did them at this venue. So I've got a Guinness World Record at 46 miles an hour. The best top speed I've done is 52.68, which you're standing up behind it, and it is absolutely insane. It was a 50cc, it's now got a full race 70cc engine in it. Quite a story to how I built it, but it was a lockdown project, and I built it out of scrap. It was a zero budget build, and the reason behind it was to try and help people that were struggling mentally. And across my social media, I was trying to get people away from the television and be creative, and it worked. It did a lot of people some good, and we've had a lot of fun on it. So yeah, it's all good. This has got the world's fastest shed. I've got 3 Guinness World Records in this. It's all fully approved, road legal. I've now driven 60,000 miles in it. Raced with straight liners all over the country. Best ever top speed on this is 114.6. Today, if I get over a ton, I'll be happy. I built it on the car was on a B5 Passat, 4Motion Passat, originally 2.8 V6. I've had a couple of different engines in, but now I've put much later Audi RS4 running gear, so it's 4.2 V8. Was running 450 brake. I'm a bit down on power at the moment, but it's still over 400 brake, so it's quite lively for a shed.
Driving it on the road, what reaction do you get when you roll on by in a shed?
Yeah, the reactions you get, it's smiles, laughter, people waving. You know, when you sit in traffic, everybody's miserable. Not when you sit in this, it's actually great fun. And that's my reward, actually, seeing people smile. You know, it's not, look at me, look what flash car I've got. It's actually, look how bonkers this is, and look at you smiling. I've made you smile. And that genuinely is a reward, yeah.
So we've got a new set of earplugs to try, Moto Pro.
From our friends at Earpiece who are sponsoring this video. So you're going to try them out for the first time?
Yeah, first time, yeah. Feels squidgy. Yeah. Give it a go. Yeah, straight away they seal. So you're not waiting for that foam to expand in your ear to make it work. Just go in and work straight away. Quite unusual. Yeah. I think they're going to be alright, those. Come back. He's done a, what did Damo do? 170? 170 on the back wheel over the full kilometre on a nice rainy, wet and slippery day. Second run of the day, fastest run so far. I've just gone out after second run, hit fourth gear, give it the beans, back end stepped out, back to the pits to calm down again. Today, end of play. Now Damo coming in. Bit of the rain. Bit of rain off today, sadly. A slight bit of rain coming down now. So end of play today. Damo's running the fastest wheelie so far. What was fastest time, Damo? 183. So Damo's 183 mile an hour on the back wheel. Over a kilometre distance without touching the floor with his front wheel, so that's gone pretty well. And as you can see, rain stopped play.
Okay, so it's Sunday morning. We had a day yesterday on the airstrip. It rained quite a lot, so it wasn't ideal conditions. But our two guys that we're following, pretty decent day. Damo Hirst set the fastest time so far this weekend on the back wheel, going I think 183 miles per hour on the back wheel with the front in the air. Mad. The way the event works is, you can see all the bikes lining up here. They're getting ready to go down 2 kilometres down to the end of the start, or the end of the straight. That's where the start is. And then the wheelie guys, they do 1 kilometre gain speed, and then they'll hit the 1 kilo mark, get the front up, and then the wheelie is counted over the next 1k. So from halfway to the finish is where the wheelie speed is recorded. We're getting ready for the first runs today, Sunday, and we'll be following Chris and Damo throughout the day, and maybe, just maybe, Damo might walk away as the champion of the weekend, but I know he won't be happy unless he reaches that 200 mile per hour mark. So things are about to get fast. Right, Chris, so tell us about the machines that you're using this weekend. Why? What are they, and why can they do the speeds and the wheelies that they can?
All right, well, basically, Damien and I running 2 Hayabusas, both turbocharged.
It's a 1000cc engine.
1300.
1300.
So it's a 1300cc engine, and the bike standard, is about 170 horsepower, and we're doing like Damo's is 450 horsepower. This is mine's 420. But the difficulty is you can't open them up in low gears. So they basically start off as a 1300 Hayabusa, like a super tourer bike, super sports, and then they've had the fairings taken off them, take off all the weight, as much weight as you can, tune the engines up, put a turbo on and push some boost through it.
Do you do anything to stabilise them, or?
We got, if you notice, everybody has a big steering damper on, and you can adjust that up till it's really solid. You come down out of a high-speed landing, stops it, flipping and fishtailing around the front end.
What does he actually have to do? Because obviously he's just going to be twisting it as hard as he can. What does he have to do to get inch towards that 200 mark?
So
what is the technique to go
So he's
faster?
basically short shifting to the first couple of gears, and then getting it, because the trouble is, if you try and open it up, you just get wheel spin. So he's getting his speed up to probably about 160, and then as he passes the first marker for the kilometre, he's then lifting it up. So he's trying to do all his gear changes before he gets to the first marker of the kilometre, and then lifting that front wheel up, because his front wheel has to clear a full kilometre, can't touch down in the kilometre. And then his speed's judged by the last timing light when he exits it. And then we have spotters that keep an eye on you to make sure if you've landed your front wheel mid-track.
But to get those speeds fast, it's trying to keep the front wheel lower, trying to
One of the tricks he's trying to do is he's going to accelerate as hard as he can, and he's accelerating all the way through the kilometre. He's trying to keep the front end as low as he physically can, so he's not pulling.
So it's kind of like
he's not got the wind on him, yeah.
Because if you accelerate full
yeah,
you'll be back.
you'll just be flat
So
out
it's
the
the
back,
art
yeah.
of keeping that
Giving it
front wheel kind of low,
Yeah.
but always just
Almost that front wheel is literally like
speed.
10 inches of foot off the ground perfectly, and just driving
Yeah,
it.
because if you look at the footage, it barely looks like he's wheeling.
Yeah,
It's
one
like
of the
a power wheelie.
things with Damo, he really likes the high wheelie.
Yeah.
But he had to stop himself doing a high wheelie.
Yeah, like if you watch the video we did with him last year
he's-
on that RMZ,
Yeah,
he's like
12
that. It's
o'clock,
like 12
yeah.
o'clock wheelies.
And he said that, he loves the high wheelie, but the problem is that he wasn't going fast enough.
Yes.
So now he's had to come down and sort
It's
of
like a
reteach
sail,
himself.
It's like
It's just hitting all
it's
that
not
air.
aerodynamic, basically,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So yeah, he's getting the technique right, and he's unlike me, and he's doing all right. Yeah,
Yeah, so we'll see if he can get that 2-ton mark.
he's
this weekend.
trying to do that 200 mile an hour mark, and he's done it before in test days.
Yeah,
I think he's done a 211.
Well, we need a bit of tailwind, don't we?
Yeah, let's hope the weather holds out, and we'll be all right. Get some runs in there. Yeah.
Tell us, you used the Earpiece Moto Pro earplugs yesterday. Tell us how you felt. Did
I
they?
think what's quite good with the earpieces is, unlike the foam ones, you haven't got to roll them up in your dirty fingers and then squidge them in your
More
ears.
hygienic.
If you've been working on bikes, motorsport, you're always working on, you're picking your fuel can up and everything and messing with your bikes, cars. Your fingers are always dirty. So instead of rolling around and collecting a lot of dirt up on your fingers
And then
and
shoving it in your
squidging them in your ears, the beautiful thing is about the silicone earplugs, you can just pop them in. You don't have to wait for them to expand. You can just put them in, helmet on, and you're off.
And they're easy to clean as well. Did you find that they did block the noise that you
Oh,
want?
100%, yeah.
And stuff, but you can still, like a foam earbud, it's just stopping noise going in.
Yeah.
These are their filters.
I
So they're
noticed-
filtering out
yeah.
the high frequency and the wind noise.
I noticed when
Still
you
hear
had them
your
on in the
bike.
pits as well, you could hear people talking still.
Yes, yeah.
So you didn't feel like your head was full of water,
Yeah.
like usually,
Yeah.
But yeah, they're impressive. Recommend them to anybody.
So we're halfway through day 2. Chris, give us an update. What's going on? 3 runs you've done?
I think we've done about 3 runs today.
Three runs each. How's it going?
doing all right. I'm starting to get a couple of wheelies out of it. I've not done a kilometre yet, but it's starting to get there. Need to change my gearing, but that's not going to happen today.
He's a class leader at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing really well.
So he's this close to the 200. He's close. You can see him over there. Look, he's got a counter monster on him now.
He's trying to get that 200 clinched.
What does he have to do to get to that 200?
He's just got to get as fast as he can before he starts lifting it.
Yeah.
And
because on the last run, he came through the first mark at 195.
Yeah.
I know that.
And I don't know what happened.
He lost 10 miles an hour or
I don't know
something.
if it's his bike or he got a bit of a headwind. He missed a gear.
Missed a gear.
I know he's having gearbox issues today. And I think it keeps skipping out of gear, so he's losing a bit of time there.
So do you think he needs to lift off over 200 to come here at 200? Or
yeah, I think he needs to just... It's tricky because if you try and accelerate too much from the start, you get wheel spin. So he needs to get his speed up to speed, sneak it up through gears, and then lift it last minute.
it's possible though. How many, you reckon another 3 this afternoon?
I think so, yeah. It's looking good at the moment. They've not stopped for dinner yet, so we might get a few more runs in.
Okay, so we're halfway through the day here at Elvington, and our man Damo Hirst currently tops the leaderboard in the wheelie class. So if he keeps on track, that trophy will be his again for the 2nd year in a row. But Damo being Damo, not quite satisfied with that. He wants that 200-mile-an-hour mark. So he's going to go out this afternoon and try and twist it a little bit more and come across this line right here behind me, or in front of me now, at 200 miles an hour. That's the plan. Every time Damo hit the strip this weekend, the one thing that truly blew me away was his consistency. Almost without fail, Damo made the 1K with front wheel in the air, whereas his competitors struggled. I knew he was good, but not this good. It boggles the brain trying to comprehend what might go through your mind as you sit at the end of the strip waiting your turn. I don't know what screws have to be loose to make you decide to try and lift for a wheelie at 200 miles per hour, but it was clear to see that this is what these guys live for. The calm before the storm as we await the final thumbs up allows the anticipation to build. This is the last chance, the final run. Can Damo do it? Can he claim the title? Can he break the 200 mile per hour mark? We're about to find out. Right, so that's the end of the day here at Elvington. 6 runs was it today? 6 or 7?
Yeah, 6 or
but
7, yeah.
Conclusion of the day is our boy Damo Hirst, yet again, wheelie world champion. He smashed it, didn't he?
2 years in a
Absolutely
row.
smashed it.
Yeah. He's done a cracking job.
191, I think, was his fastest time.
He's done well. He makes it look easy.
191.146 miles per hour
was
was his time on the back wheel. So Damo Hirst, the wheelie king, the wheelie world champion once again this year.
Yeah, did it again, knocked it out of the park. Everything went well. We just had one rider down at the end of the day. He's all right.
He's okay.
Apart from that, it's been a good
Been
weekend,
mega, isn't
apart
it?
from a bit of a wet start
Wet start yesterday. We got here yesterday, and you told me you might as well turn around, mate. But yeah, what an introduction to the world of straight lining. There's sheds, there's lawnmowers, there was a wheelbarrow, and then we had these wheelie monsters out there putting on a show for us. So Yeah, it's been awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been a good
And
good
this has
weekend,
given
though.
us a little taste. Obviously, we know Chris from our 700 building. We're starting to think, what would the Megalodon do down a straight this long?
I
So
think we should get Damo on it.
we've got ideas wearing away. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more crazy stuff like this in the future. And we must say once again a big thanks to Earpiece for sponsoring this video, supporting the channel, and giving him some decent ear protection this weekend.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so big thanks to Earpiece for sponsoring the video. My name's Max, that is Chris. Until next time, we'll see you at the track.